Have you ever tried a cup of Costa Rican coffee? If so, then you're likely remembering one of the best coffees you've ever had. Costa Rican beans are absolutely revered by coffee connoisseurs, baristas, and aficionados from all over the world, and rightfully so. Let's just say that Costa Rica has quite the resume when it comes to quality coffee. But what makes Costa Rican coffee so good? Well, the best way to figure this out is by getting a bag, brewing it, and allowing its unique tasting notes to hit your taste buds. If you need more convincing, keep watching to learn everything that there is to know about Costa Rica's coffee industry, and suggestions on some of the best beans available. Coffee isn't just a cash crop, it's a way of life, and it's what defines Costa Rica's past and present. The coffee industry permeates nearly every aspect of the Costa Rican lifestyle, from the economy and tourism to their very social structure. With this in mind, it doesn't come as a surprise that the government and farmers pay keen attention to the quality of their bean. According to the most widely held historical accounts, coffee was first introduced to the small South American country in the 18th century by Spanish colonists. And courtesy of Costa Rica's growing conditions, the industry flourished, fueled by growing demand in the European market. Within the course of a few short decades in the early 1800s, coffee took the sole position as Costa Rica's biggest export. The Costa Rican coffee industry was, and still is, so successful that it played a key role in the development of the country itself. Such is the significance of coffee to Costa Rica that some of the plantations are actually tourist attractions. Now, as many coffee lovers know, the secret to a good coffee is in its origins. The climate, altitude, and soil of a coffee growing region are key to the quality and flavor profile of a cup. The Arabica species typically thrives in high altitudes, rich soils, and temperatures ranging from 18 to 21 degrees Celsius, but the Costa Rican coffee growing regions tick all those boxes, making the country a prime location to produce some of the world's best coffee beans. Costa Rican coffee is cultivated in several growing regions, which results in different qualities, characteristics, and distinct tasting notes. The main regions, all characterized by nutrient-rich volcanic soils, include Tarrazú. Even if you're not that familiar with Costa Rican coffee, you've likely heard of Tarrazú. It's one of the most popular regions, producing as much as 35% of the country's coffee. At an altitude of about 2,000 meters, the climate in Tarrazú is humid and cool for most of the year, hence wash processing is more practical, and the resulting coffee has bright acidity and notes of dried fruit, vanilla, orange, and chocolate. Central Valley. Home to Costa Rica's capital city of San Jose, Central Valley is an important region due to its ideal growing conditions and historical significance. Fun fact, the first coffee trees in Costa Rica were actually planted in Central Valley. And the flavor profile of the coffee there is balanced with notes of fruit, chocolate, heavy body, mild acidity, and a honey aroma. Tres Rios, nicknamed Bordeaux. If you want consistency in your Costa Rican single origin cup, try sourcing your beans from Tres Rios. Due to its small geographical size, the region is characterized by its uniform soil and ideal climatic conditions. P.S. It sits on the slopes of the Irazu volcano. And the coffee has balanced acidity and notes of plum, citrus, nut, honey, and allspice. Brunca. At the far south of Costa Rica lies the Brunca coffee growing region, which is the third largest producer in the country after Tarrazú and West Valley. The coffee here is cultivated at altitudes of 800 to 1700 meters, and the tasting notes are characterized by balanced and mild citrusy flavors. Orosi. Similar to Central Valley, Orosi was one of the very first coffee growing regions in Costa Rica. The coffee cultivated here, grown at an altitude of up to 1400 meters in nutrient-rich volcanic soil, produces an impressively balanced and smooth cup. Turrialba. Arguably the wettest region in Costa Rica, Turrialba is characterized by multiple harvests and large cherries. These coffee beans offer a subtle aroma, light body, and mild acidity. West Valley. West Valley accounts for roughly 25% of Costa Rica's total produce. At a relatively low altitude of 1200 to 1700 meters, coffee growers in West Valley prefer the honey or natural processing. The tasting flavor profile is apricot and peachy notes. Guanacaste. Guanacaste is grown under the shade of trees owing to higher temperatures at an altitude of 600 to 1300 meters, and the region is also characterized by its sizable population of scattered small-scale farmers. Its beans tend to be bitter with a mild acidity. Now, aside from the flavor profile characterizing Costa Rica generally, the quality and flavor profile of coffee is also influenced by the roasting method. Light roasts often lead to clean, bright, and sweet cups with mild acidity and notes of molasses or honey. Pour-over brewing with a paper filter may help highlight these flavors. If the beans are medium roasted, they tend to caramelize, still bringing out sweet flavors, but facilitating a full body. Consider giving drip brewing a try when making a cup of Costa Rican medium roast. And a dark roast produces a bolder, smooth cup with lower acidity and brightness that instead emphasizes lower toned characteristics. Try brewing a Costa Rican dark roast with a French press. If you want the full Costa Rican experience, get yourself a chorreador, a traditional Costa Rican brewing apparatus similar to a coffee sock. Sure, it's nothing fancy, but it's authentic and gets the job done. Give it a try and who knows, you might actually become a fan.